Good morning everyone, my name is Lalit Soni and I welcome you all in the News on Map India segment of Drishti IAS. Today we will be discussing about few locations which were in news in past week, or you can say in current affairs for a while now. So let's start with the discussion. Before moving ahead, we will see the practice question which was given in the last class. The question was, if a person travels to the capital of Ladakh, Punjab and Uttarakhand in such a way that a triangle is formed, then the capital of which state will be inside the triangle? Okay, your options are Jammu and Kashmir, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh and none of these. You must have understood the question. The question is, when you start from capital of Ladakh, that is Leh, then go to Punjab's capital, that is Chandigarh, and then you go to Uttarakhand's capital, that is Dehradun. So when there is a triangle formed by these three capitals, which capital would be inside the triangle? For that, let's see the map. So looking at the map, you can figure out that this is Leh, then this is Chandigarh and this is Dehradun. This is your triangle which we are talking about, and then there is this capital which is Shimla. So Shimla is capital of Himachal Pradesh. Coming back to the question, here option C would be your answer, Himachal Pradesh. The capital of Himachal Pradesh would be inside the triangle. So let's move ahead and see the first question of this particular episode. Consider the following rivers: Lakshman Tirtha, Kabini, Bhavani and Amravati. Which of the following rivers are tributaries of Kaveri river? Now Kaveri river has been in news for a while. It is a contemporary issue. It has been in news for several years now because of water sharing dispute. Okay, so your options are given. So let's see the map or the river basin of Kaveri. Here you can see the Kaveri river basin. Here are few prominent tributaries like Lakshman Tirtha, Kabini, Suvarnavati, Bhavani, Noyal, Amravati and here is Akravati. Okay, so these are the tributaries. You can see the list here, it is given. So let's move ahead and see the question. Before going to question, I will I wanted to show you this map. These are the major interstate river disputes. You can give it a look because these such disputes can be important for your examination. Here we can talk about Kaveri dispute. When we talk about Kaveri river sharing dispute, there are 4 states which, or you can say 3 states plus 1 UT. Okay, 3 states are Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala and the union territory is Puducherry. Okay, so there is a dispute regarding the water of Kaveri river. These 4 states are basically fighting over the water sharing. Okay, so let's see the question. Consider the following rivers: Lakshman Tirtha, Kabini, Bhavani and Amravati. We have seen that all these 4 rivers are tributaries of Kaveri. Okay, so your option D would be your right answer, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Consider the following statement about Dibang multi-purpose project. Okay, it is flood control cum hydroelectric power project planned to develop Assam. Okay, so second statement is, it is to be developed on the Dibang river, tributary of Brahmaputra river. We have to see which statement is correct. Here you can see this is Brahmaputra basin, this is your Brahmaputra river and then here this particular tributary is Dibang. Okay, on this particular river there is this project somewhere here in Arunachal Pradesh named Dibang multi-purpose project. So it is present in Arunachal Pradesh and here we can see that it is in the river basin of Brahmaputra and Dibang. So in this system there is this particular project. Okay, so let's see the question again. It is a flood control cum hydroelectric power project planned to develop in Assam. So here Assam is wrong because it is in Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, it is to be developed on the Dibang river, a tributary of Brahmaputra river. obviously when we see the name Dibang multipurpose project, we know that it is on the Dibang river, but what we have to know is that Dibang is a tributary of Brahmaputra. Okay, correct, choose the correct options, only 2 is the right answer. Okay. Question number 3, the indigenously developed nuclear reactor Kakrapar atomic power project KAPP3 is now operating at full capacity, is situated in, options are Rajasthan, Gujarat, Karnataka and Maharashtra. So let's see how many nuclear reactors or nuclear power plants India have. There are many, but these are in operational condition. You can see there is one in Rajasthan, that is Kota. Then there is this Kakrapar, it is in Gujarat. Okay. Then there is Tarapur atomic power plant, it is in Maharashtra. Your Tarapur is first and oldest plant in India. Okay. Then Kaiga generating station, it is in Karnataka. Then there is Narora atomic power plant, it is in UP. Then there is Madras atomic power plant, it is in Kalpakkam, it is in Tamil Nadu. And then there is Kundankulam nuclear power station. When we talk about Kundankulam, it is in Tamil Nadu and it is the recent one and largest one too. Okay. So according for our question, Kakrapar atomic power plant is located in Gujarat. Okay. So let's see the question. KAPP3 Kakrapar atomic power plant is now fully operating at full capacity, situated in option B, Gujarat. Okay. Moving ahead. Question number 4. Consider the following statement regarding the state of Karnataka and choose the false statement. You have to choose the false statement. Bannerghatta National Park is located near its capital. The capital of Karnataka is Bengaluru. Kasargod is the major coastal area of this state. We will see. To the east of its capital, again Bengaluru, lies the world's famous Kolar gold fields. These Kolar gold fields was nationalized in 1956 and then they were closed in 2001 because of the environmental concerns. It was closed. Then option D is Baba Budan Hills are found in Karnataka Plateau region of the state. We will see. Let's start with the first statement. Bannerghatta National Park is located near its capital. So here you can see this is your Karnataka's map and then here is the capital Bangalore and nearby you can see Bannerghatta National Park. So this Bannerghatta National Park is nearly around 21 kilometers from Bengaluru. It takes around 1 hour for you to reach. There is a good connectivity. So statement 1 is true. Then statement 2 was Kasargod is the major coastal area of this state. This is your Karnataka. But when we talk about Kasargod, it is here somewhere and it is part of Kerala and not Karnataka. Okay. So it is in Kerala and not Karnataka. When we talk about Karnataka's coastal districts, we can say Udupi, Mangaluru are Karnataka's coastal districts. So statement 2 is incorrect because it is not in this state but in Kerala. Next statement was, to the east of its capital lies the world famous Kolar gold field. I told you these were nationalized in 1956 and then they were closed in 2001 because of the environmental concerns. Here is the capital Bengaluru and then when we talk about Kolar gold field, it is in Kolar district of Karnataka and they are situated on the east of Bengaluru. So statement 3 is correct. Next statement was Baba Budan Hills are found in the Karnataka Plateau region of the state. So when we talk about this, these are your Western Ghats and then this is Baba Budan Hills. Okay. And here you can see this is your Karnataka Plateau. Somewhere near we have Bangalore Plateau, but this Karnataka Plateau has are in the vicinity of Baba Budan Hills. So last statement Baba Budan Hills are found in the Karnataka Plateau region is true. Let's see the question again. Bannerghatta National Park is located near its capital. We have seen that it is 21 kilometers from Bangalore. So it is correct. Kasargod is the major coastal area of this state. No, this is incorrect because it is in Kerala. Okay. To the east of its capital lies the world famous Kolar gold mines. So, it is correct. Baba Budan hills are found on the Karnataka plateau. We have seen that, it is also correct. So, we have to choose the incorrect statement regarding Karnataka or the false statement. So, B would be your answer. Kasargod is not in Karnataka. Consider the following statement with reference to the Pangong Tso Lake. We have seen that this particular area, or as a matter of fact Ladakh area, has been in news because Chinese aggressions. Other than that, China has now released new maps, etc. Because of that, disputed areas are in news. This lake comes under Indian border till finger 8 as per the Indian LAC. These fingers are nothing but hills. They give an appearance of fingers, so that's why they are called as fingers. Near this lake, there is a place called Chunsul. This Chunsul area where India-China talks were held due to border dispute. Okay, so we'll see which statement is true. Here is the map. Here you can see this is your Pangong Tso Lake. This area is Pangong Tso Lake. Okay, this is the LAC which we see, recognize as LAC India. Okay, so for us it is till finger 8. So here you can see this is second finger, third finger, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. See, you can see like this. These are the fingers, so that's why they are called as fingers. Okay, these are not basically these are hills. Okay, so we consider LAC till finger 8, but when we talk about China, China says that LAC is till finger 4. So let's see. This is finger 8. This is the LAC which India recognize, and this is finger 4. This is the LAC which China recognize. So the area which is between these two lines is the disputed area. Okay. Now both the countries are kind of making infrastructure here just for connectivity, etc. So when we talk about Chunsul region, here you can see this is Chunsul range. So talks were held here. Okay. Here you can see this is your Pangong Tso Lake area, and this is Chunsul area where the talks were held to demilitarize the zone. Let's see the question. Consider the following statement with reference to the Pangong Tso Lake. This lake comes under Indian border till finger 8 as per the Indian LAC. So this statement is correct. Near this lake there is a place called Chunsul where India-China talks were held due to border dispute. This is also correct. So both 1 and 2 is correct. Before ending session, we will see this special question. I have taken this question. This is not from geography, or you can say as a matter of fact maps, but since these are points in news, so we should give it a thought. Shiv Shakti point where Chandrayaan 3 rover touched down the lunar surface. Jawahar Sthal where the Chandrayaan 2 crashed in 2019, and Tiranga point impact landing site during the India's first lunar orbital mission, that is Chandrayaan 1. You have to choose the correct pair. I have taken this question because of the Chandrayaan 3. We have successfully soft landed on the south pole of moon. India is first country to do this in the world. So let's see. Here you can see this particular area. It is not important, but you have to know that somewhere here our Chandrayaan 3, or you can say lander Vikram soft landed. That point is called Shiv Shakti point. We have named it as Shiv Shakti point. And then we talk about this Tiranga point. This is where Chandrayaan 2 was kind of crashed. Okay, and then Shiv Shakti, this is we have discussed, this is the Chandrayaan 3 point, and the Jawahar Sthal, it was the point where Chandrayaan 1 kind of made an impact on lunar surface. Chandrayaan 1 has this object of making a impact landing, not the soft landing but the impact landing. So that site was called Jawahar Sthal. So let's see the question again. So Shiv Shakti point where Chandrayaan 3 landed, that is correct. Jawahar Sthal was the Chandrayaan 1's point, not 2 but 1. So statement 2 is incorrect, or pair 2 is incorrect. Tiranga point was the point where Chandrayaan 2 made a landing, that is, so that's why 3 is also incorrect. Only 1 would be your answer. Before ending the session, we will see the practice question which you have to answer in the comment box. So there is this rocket launching sites and then their location is given. You have to select the correct option. We have discussed these sites, so that's why you can give it a try. Abdul Kalam Island, Andhra Pradesh, Satish Dhawan Space Center, Kerala, Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, Odisha. You have to match the following. Okay. So that would be all for this particular session. We will see you in the next episode. Till then, have a good day. Thank you.